Wow! It's been a while since you've seen this, isn't it? Did I adjust that right? Okay, I did. Good. Yeah. Did you forget I had a avatar? Maybe. It's back. I'm sick of being on camera. Easing my way back into streaming. I mean, it's not like I took that big of a break, but I don't know. I've been having trouble being motivated lately. Amongst job searching and all that. You'd think that would make me more motivated to try and make it on my own and all that, but it's kind of going in reverse. I don't know, it's easy to get demotivated when you're not seeing results. So... But if you stop when you're not seeing results, you'll never see any results. So we're gonna keep going. Because streaming is what I want to do. I just gotta keep trying. Right? Now I hope this project we're working on will actually get me on the radar a little bit more. I don't know if it will. It may not. But this little fan game might get a few more eyes on us. I don't know. I don't know for sure. That's not really all that it's for. It's mostly a love letter to the person it's for. But, you know, it could have alternative effects. I'm not rejecting those alternative effects if they do come along, you know. But, alright, so I forgot to change my overlay again. That's my crux. The Security Breach VR video, by the way, is coming along. I just need to actually, like, finish the playthrough. I've edited up to the endo section, which is like 3 AM-ish? So that's like halfway through the game, and I have recorded up to 4 AM. I need to shatter Chica. You know, normally it's like, oh my gosh, Dusky, don't you love Glam Rock Chica? Yeah, I do. But the thing is, I was like, if I don't shatter Chica, I don't get to play Phaser Blast. And like, you know that Phaser Blast is gonna be fucking awesome in VR. So I was like, I have to shatter Chica, because if we don't shatter Chica, we don't get to play Phaser Blast. So... But I did that. It actually was okay in VR. It's kind of annoying to aim the gun. I thought it was gonna be easier to aim the gun. It's not. It's not that bad. But yeah. Yeah, so I've got Phaser Blast recorded. I just need to record the rest of it. I'll edit the endo section tonight. I couldn't record any gameplay for the past few days because my power kept going out at night, and I didn't want to risk recording and then losing that recording because the power pooped out. Thankfully, it looks like the blizzard is leaving, so I should be okay to do that now. And also, thank you, Ninja. I did not respond to you. I thank you. Thank you all for believing in me. I love you. Can I, like, do the... Oh yeah, I can. I can do the, I'll blow you a kiss. That's the most you get out of me in terms of, like, PDA. But yeah, my yard, like, I live in the south, yes, but my yard is completely covered in snow right now. It snowed, and now my yard is, like, hard and icy. And I mean, like, hard. Like, me and Dad went out yesterday to try and sled in it because the first day it was too soft. And now it's just freaking, like, rock solid, and it's dangerous, so we tried to slide down the hill and nearly died. So that's not happening. So I gotta wait till it gets a little warmer, because we're gonna kill ourselves if we try to sled in this. Oh, there's my phone. So I finally figured out how to set a custom notification tone on my phone. So I got it set to the Fazwatch notification sound, which is pretty cool. I thought it would only do that when a text from my boyfriend came in, but evidently it's not working and it's just giving me that for everything that ever notifies me of anything, but that's okay. What else am I supposed to phrase it as? It's hard and icy. What, like solid? Slippery? I guess. I don't know if anything's better. I needed to put a picture of the snowman we made. I think you'd appreciate seeing it. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna play Pal World on Friday. I worry though that I may be a little late to the stream on Friday because I actually have an interview. I just found out that I have an interview on Friday. Because some lady contacted me and she's like, schedule your interview, and I could schedule it tomorrow at 2 p.m, which I was like, well, I know, because I literally scheduled my stream for then, and then there were more slots on Friday, so I scheduled it at like 1, and it ends at like 1:45, so it's like 15 minutes before a stream, so I might be a little late, but I guess I could tell you how it goes, or if it sucked or whatever. It's for a visual designer position at some company. I was supposed to have an interview today, I think I mentioned that on Twitter, but it didn't actually work out. Alright, that picture is huge. It didn't work out, it was actually a scam, but we caught it before I actually had to sit through 2 hours of messages this time, unlike the last one. Anyway, okay, so here is the snowman that me and Dad made. Now this thing... So it probably looks bad at a first glance, and well, it probably looks bad no matter what, but... So the story behind this is he made a giant, like, bottom part for it, and then was like, yeah, nice balls, exactly. He made a giant bottom part for it, and then he was like, I'm gonna make the body, like the second part, and then he started from the exact same point up at the top of the hill. So of course it ended up being, like, just as huge as the bottom part. And so he was like, I can't get it up. And so I was like, what if we made 2? And then I made the little one that you can see in the center as like that was supposed to be the head, but then he kind of like rolled it up on top of both of them. And then it was like, what if it's like a guy riding like a board or like a chariot? So he's supposed to be like a Roman soldier guy or like a Roman royalty guy who's riding a chariot. So if you can see that he has like the leaves in his hair up here, and he has a cigar in his mouth. That's the stick that's under the nose. And right there, if you can see in the center of the 2 balls, he's got little legs. He's riding, he's got like a platform in between them, and he's riding that. And courtesy of me, he has napkins for eyes because I was just digging in my coat pocket for whatever I had, and I just happened to have napkins from the nature park that we went to weeks ago. And so I was like, alright, those will be it, because I'm not walking back up the hill to get, like, something else. That is one fucked up snowman. And I love him. He's great. I don't think he has a name. Do you guys want to name him? Yeah, no, you guys can name him. He doesn't have a name. He's still out there. If I look out the window right now, I can still see him down there with his massive, like, tread marks in the snow. Napoleon. But, like, everybody names Napoleon is such a default name. Coxicle? I don't think my dad's gonna want to name that. But sure, you guys can dub him that, and I just won't tell Dad. So that's Coxicle, I guess. Sir Balls. These names are historically stupid. I love them. So that, I guess, is Sir Balls a lot. I'm gonna do something. and we're gonna see if I remember to get rid of it before the next stream, because I probably won't, so I'll open stream tomorrow and this is just gonna be here. I'm just examining it, it's just so beautiful. Don't just keep him. Make him a redeem. I do have to figure out how to do like custom like pop an image up redeems. I've been meaning to do that. I've been meaning to like can you pop up a redeem or something that maybe like makes my mouth huge. Like what if I had a cam? What if I had a cam? Actually, what if I try it really quick? Not like to set up the redeem because I'm not sure I can do that, but what if I had like hear me out on this, a cam that is essentially just it just makes my mouth huge or something. Like I saw someone else do this. Oh no, I'm too far away. Something like this, and then more on the right, and then a bunch off the top. Nope, that's too much. More off the bottom. Whoa, okay, damn. Yeah. And then could I? No, I gotta crop it differently. I'm trying. I'll get it. I'll get it. Did you know my eyebrow is bleeding right now? Isn't that cool? Trying like get a haircut. Nah, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I'm okay, I'll be fine. Things bleed all the time. It's whatever, right? Just gonna hold down the arrow for as long as it takes. Oh, I am bleeding and say don't worry. I make myself bleed all the time though. Like it's normal. Like I do that a lot. I shouldn't, yeah, but I do. That isn't a good thing? Says you. I like the mouth cam in the top left. We're getting there. You wouldn't dare. And then it just pops up and this is what we have. This is the camera we have. Isn't that great? That's such a good use of my time. This is fucking stupid. Why I spend like 10 minutes on this? We spent 20 minutes to get to this point. Coffee. Mm. You like that face? I need someone to screenshot and send me this, please. Please. I kind of want to make this an emote. Oh, yeah, eyes. Wazowski. Mike Wazowski. Mike Wazowski. What you making over there? Is that for me? This is fucking stupid, man. Maybe I can figure out how to set that up as a redeem. It would be horrible, but isn't that what we're here for? Yeah, baby, gremlin time. Ooh. Sup creeper. I like how like it can read as an insult, like sup creeper. So I realized recently, I was like, wait a freaking minute, this fan game is like super close to done, and I just kind of like forgot about it because I drew a bunch of stuff and then got burnt out and then didn't do anything. And then I sat down and was like, wait a damn second, this is almost finished, sort of. Like, I sat down and I like mostly finished the mechanics, so all the cats are missing are like special attacks. But yeah, besides that, it's like mostly done. So I just need like menus, I need like the cutscenes, I need the actual like overworld map. But yeah. For now, I think we may actually like sketch out the last two cats we need. Because what I realized is that the cats I drew for this game actually have nothing to do with the streamer the game is about. I realized that that is an issue. It potentially is a non-issue, but I think adding cats that the streamer actually has relation to would be a better idea. So we're switching out the cat roster, and I'm going to add a mode called, I forgot what the mode was called, but something or other mode that makes it so that you encounter the cats from before, like Cindy and Coco and Francis and all the others. The ones with the original roster that don't have relation and are just like my cats, Charlie's cats, Proto's cats, stuff like that. So yeah. So what were the other cats I was gonna do? There was a freaking there. It was Plink. Oh yeah, Plink and Stray. I had to figure out how to draw Plink. Yeah, so there. The three I already have are Giga Meownty. I'll show the sketches I already did. Where we have Giga Meownty, we have Sloth, and we have DJ Music Man, like MEW. And what I thought here was like, yeah, he's not like super related to like the like DJ Music Man isn't like super like one of the mascots of this guy, but he uses the chat likes to use that rave cat emote where like there's a cat and it's just going like, and they always do that when DJ Music Man's theme plays. So I was like, why not make that cat look like DJ Music Man? And we just combine them and we put them in. I thought that that would be interesting. Cause the cats won't be animated, so in order for it to be obvious that it's the rave cat, either we make it visually obvious or we have to animate it, and animating make the game take so much longer. Also, yes, that is just a slug cat. I haven't played Rain World, but he did, and he named the cat in the game after his cat, so I thought we have to include Sloth, quote unquote. But it is just the slug cat because there wasn't anything visually distinct about it. I may add, like, I may make it a slightly different color. Because, like, for now it is literally just a slug cat, but, I mean, it's okay. So what's the cat, like, he had a merch store, and unfortunately I actually have to do a little bit of a backwards search here to find his merch store. Because there's like a rip-off site going around trying to sell merch with his stuff on it. And no, I'm not gonna watch his video. So it's actually like ripping off his designs and everything. So I have to like go to his channel and specifically find the merch preview video. A slug cat is called Ruffle? Really? Huh, I didn't know that. And find the picture of the stray version of Loaf. He's live on Twitch right now? Oh, what do you know? What's he doing? Oh, he's doing Lethal Company. Huh. Cool. Gosh, I actually haven't attended his streams before. I'm shy. I should. My dream goal would be to collab with him eventually. I should probably watch his damn streams if I want to do that. Social anxiety's a bitch. What do you mean the information on the clipboard can't be inserted into Paint? Yes, it can. It's a picture. Stupid. I want a reference. This thing sucks. This thing sucks, and I want to freaking... Ugh. Give me it. What do you mean? What do you mean it can't be put into Paint? That's stupid. Yes, it can. We should at least put some music on while I complain. There. We're gonna listen to Undertale Yellow, specifically. Oh, wait, it's not actually playing. Now it is. It's just like, we're listening to Undertale Yellow, nothing plays. I haven't played Undertale Yellow. Please do not sue me. I just watched it instead. I wanted to, but it came out at a really, really inconvenient time. Like, during finals, and then during, like, Christmas, and I was busy moving back home, so yeah, the whole thing was, like, incredibly inconvenient. Where's my frickin' chat box? There you are. Don't sue- Hey, I said specifically not to sue me! It's getting hot in here, actually. I should play Undertale Yellow, I'm just, like, not sure if it's, like, a hot topic anymore. I'd want to do something for it, at least. I might make a remix, but I couldn't decide what song to remix, so who the hell knows, really, at this point. I don't know if you have any suggestions, because I thought about doing Remedy, but I felt like it might get buried, because, like, tons of people have already done that. I don't like making remixes of songs that everyone has already covered, because it just gets buried. But Remedy is fucking awesome. Retribution is also fucking amazing. I'm just gonna name song names specifically so that nobody gets spoiled if you haven't played the game yet. Because I don't want to accidentally, like, ruin it for anyone, so, yeah. Alright, so I guess I can't have this up as a reference on the side unless I take this, like, tiny window and move it over. Thing is, I'm, like, debating actually making a different cat for cat slot number 4 because it's essentially just Loaf with a backpack, and I'm not sure it's unique enough. Because we already have a reskin of Loaf as the final boss. So I wonder... What I might actually do is just not do this one right now, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. And we may instead... Actually, if he's live, I can check his emotes right now and see if he has any other cats to pick from. There's a Loaf cat, there's a Monty, I already did Monty. Freddy. The purple-eyed Freddy from the prototype version? Those are my emotes now. Whoopsie. There's a toilet Bonnie. Nah. What about... That's just Loaf again. Nah, it's basically all Monty and Freddy. Where's Plink? Did he get rid of Plink? I think he did. What? No. Is Plink not one of his emotes? Is it like a global emote? Dude, am I this unfamiliar with which I could have sworn Plink was like his emote? But now I'm wondering if it isn't. Can you guys just like use Plink? Or did he get rid of it because people were spamming it? I have no idea. No, it's right there! It's from someone else's channel. I see. It's not his emote. Okay, Plink is like a gif of a cat blinking. That's literally all it is. Plink cat. Plink cat. Technically her name is Luna. I've actually seen her before Plink was popular. I'm gonna actually copy paste her into my art. There we go. That's Plink, except she, you know, blinks. She's not animated in my program. Havoc Fox fact, gosh, did you know that in the beta version of Havoc Fox, or early alpha, whatever you want to call it, is, the last stage I developed in that version was Aurora Glacier before I dropped that version and redid it entirely. And trust me, it was a bad version. It's way better now. And now, in this point in development, we are at that stage again. So we're technically right where we left off after, what, like 3 years? Oh, but trust me, you didn't want to play that first version. I don't think any builds of that have ever been publicized. And for good reason. Honestly, I think they were all, like, relegated to very private channels in my personal Discord. I just think it's kind of cool that we're back at that point now. I've honestly kind of put Havoc Fox on a bit of a back burner while I search for jobs, in favor of getting a fewer smaller games out of the door to help get me on the radar a little bit in terms of content creation. I'm annoyed that I had to do so, and I really want to, like, I've been doing smaller stuff for, like, working on designing the layout for the levels in the meantime while I can't, like, do, like, tons art assets. But what I'm hoping is when I get a job, like a good income job, that I can afford to pay for people to help me more in the meantime, because I've been like a little worried about spending the Kickstarter money right now because we need it for the voice actors, so yeah, it's like kind of a weird situation, but we do our best here with the scope creep that 18, 19-year-old me set me up for. The game's getting done unless I freaking die, okay? It's getting done. It's stop in development only if I am dead, okay? Just to be real straightforward with you. How do I draw this cat? How do I draw a cat that looks like it is blinking at you? I think, though, it's good for my resume if I have a game that's at least done. Like, if I have actually one finished game, because I realized I don't have any, so... That's a little awkward. Kitty. Oh, he's kind of looking up. This is the sound of Ninja kind of ambling through the vents, I think. Give it Dio's face. Now that defeats the point of it being the Plink cat. If I give it someone else's face. Don't judge your vent music. I'm not judging you. I just thought it was funny. I think it's cute. I had an idea for making a new VTuber avatar too. I was already working on a human one because I kind of wanted to make like a human version. But now I'm thinking maybe I make like a glam rock version of me. Like a glam rock animatronic version. Which I thought would be really cool. And I might honestly rig that one myself, because I don't know about finding any riggers on the market who know how to rig a FNAF animatronic. I don't blame them, honestly. Kind of be a little annoying. We'll see. I'll probably mess with the proportions a bit so it's not like as rigid, because, you know, animatronics are kind of a pain in the ass to draw. I fear you, Ninja, but, like, not that much. Oh yeah, I gotta get a picture of, the regular cat. Right, because I know what cat this is. This is a monkey cat. I cannot spell today, holy shit. Monkey cat Luna. I love Luna, she's adorable. She has the most bombastic side-eye I've ever seen on a cat. Let me show you. This cat can look human sometimes. Look at this. Look at this. You can't tell me there's not like a human soul, and a very sarcastic one at that, stuck in this cat. Like, holy crap. Is there like a full body version of her I can grab? Because I'm not seeing any full body pictures of her. Oh, there's one. Hi, Dudley. Thanks. Gosh, you guys. You're so mean. Hello. Aw, I love this cat. She's so cute. Yeah, she's the crunchy cat. I'm looking for a good full body picture of her. I think that's her. Oh, there's Ben. The cat. This is the best I can find. I don't know what this is from, but... Unless... Because, like, the problem is with this cat is that most of the videos... Most of her content is TikTok videos, so... We're just kind of working off of that. A bunch of vertical cut format stuff. Ooh, that might be... Does she, like, have, like, a back stripe? I can't figure out if it runs down her back or not. I guess it's not a huge deal if her details are slightly wrong. I just don't want to mess up her design too heavily. What is... Oh, that is terrifying. I hate that. Oh, I think that's AI, too. That's gross. That's like a really gross picture. I think it does run down her back. Okay. So this, and she's got kind of a tabby-esque pattern going on those areas. Alright, noted. This will be the picture we use. Right. Not that. Where's my canvas? There it is. That's huge. Huge! Huge. My workflow on stream is different. Honestly, I actually don't often use pictures on my canvas directly, even though it's probably more useful to do so. Something shorter, I guess. She's a little short. She cute. I saw a news article today about another Undertale fan game entering words development. And honestly, I don't think it's wise to announce development as soon as you start it. If you have no reason to, anyway. Because when that happens, you get people's hopes up, and then if you end, then people are sad now. Because you just... I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain, but if you don't announce your development, then you don't have to worry if you suddenly are not able to continue the game. You haven't gotten anyone's hopes up. Cause Yellow took 7 years, and that had a whole team of people. Undertale is a complicated game. You got 3 different routes to do, tons of dialogue, tons of back-end stuff, and inventory to manage, and all of that, and 100-something kind of music tracks to put together. It is not something you can just announce willy-nilly like that. So honestly, there's nothing inherently wrong with announcing it so early, but I wouldn't recommend it. This one's Undertale Blue, which I've actually seen several people say they're making now, so who knows who is gonna get it out there first, but... If I were to make an Undertale game, I'd do it about no soul that has been done before. I'd do Orange. I'd do Undertale Orange. Did people throw a temper Did anyone throw a temper tantrum when they delayed Undertale Yellow? I honestly thought the game was dead, so I was impressed that it came out, but... But I don't really keep up with fan games because I just don't feel like getting disappointed, because a lot of them get cancelled. I've cancelled fan games! It's difficult to continue something that's not making you money. Just not even in the greed sense or whatever, but it's just it's difficult to justify something that won't return investment. Because a fan game's return on investment, and I've had to research this stuff with the job search. You want to see return on your time investment, and the return is numbers when it comes to fan games. If you don't feel like it'll return on that, you have to have a really strong passion for making it, or you just fall out of love for it. That honestly, it happens with a lot of games, and I don't really blame them because it's difficult when you've got life to contend with. And you've got a job, and if you don't feel like this fan game will eventually maybe free you from having to work this mundane job or whatever you don't like doing, then you just tend to drop it if you don't have passion for this subject anymore. That's happened to me with projects before. Hyperfixations can often make us think we have the strength to endure an entire project when perhaps we actually don't. And yeah, I get you on security breach. Honestly, falling out of passion for the project, and it's happened with just about damn near every game I've worked on. Not for me, specifically, but, you know, I've, like, developed other games. Helped develop other games. And, you know, it happened, actually, I'll be honest and say that it happened with Freedom Planet 2. Like, not for me, specifically, but for other people in the dev team. Like, even, I met, Kagi. I was like, what is his real name? Not his real name, but like his non-like VTuber name at a convention earlier a long time, and we were kind of commiserating. We were like, man, we're just glad the game's out. Like, we're just glad it's done, because it took so long, and everyone is just kind of like, when will it be over? Because we want to do other things. Not out of any hatred for the project, but it just like burnout, you know, 7 years will do that to you. It's definitely a time investment, that's for sure. Oh yeah, I was talking about remixes earlier. Fun fact, I actually remixed this song back in 2019. I played the demo for Undertale Yellow, I'm pretty sure, on like my old family computer. So I remixed the battle theme with Valve. And you know, actually, not to toot my own horn, I just thought it was cool, but what was it, Noteblock? Either Noteblock or Master Sword commented on it and said it was one of the best Forlorn remixes they'd heard. That made me happy. I wanted to remix it again recently. I did start on it, but I haven't quite gotten anywhere with it yet. Not mostly just time issues. But I think I will clean up the project file a little bit, because I did find it. And I was like, yeah, I should, because I think it would be cool to have it cleaned up and re-released. But it's still up if you find it on my SoundCloud under Dusky's Tunes. I don't think it's still, or ever was, one of the best Forlorn remixes. But if someone else thinks so, that does make you warm a little bit. But I don't like to call things of mine the best ever of anything, because that is subjective. Still, compliments do motivate you, don't they? Alright, we got over big eyes. Big ol' eyes. Stop looking at me with them big ol' eyes. Wait, I have an idea. It's a really stupid idea. If I... This is really cute, actually. This is turning out really adorable. I gotta make her look at the other cat, not at the viewer. That's kind of creepy. And flip that around. She'll be cross-eyed for a second, but that's okay. Actually, I kind of want to remix Protocol, but I don't know. I don't know for sure. I don't know. And it's Luna, so I have to actually give her the whites of her eyes because she has very prevalent eye whites. Just slightly though, because too much is creepy. Does she need the eye whiskers? I think we'll not include those. Not every cat really needs those. Like, in a cartoon variant, because, you know, all cats have whiskers, but including them is annoying in art. Also, fun fact that my cat is currently sleeping on my bed, and he was so desperate to get in here. Also, do you like this music? Because we are listening to art at the moment. I will not explain. I don't think I even could explain. well-timed farts. Thank you. Very good. Very good. Francis is on my bed. So Francis really, really wanted to be in here for some reason. I think he has been attached to my room ever since Audrey left. I said Coco. He's not attached to Coco. Ever since Audrey left for college. Because he misses her, because she's his favorite person. So he's been lonely. So he's been attached to me. This music is making me sad because of telling this story. He's okay, he's fine. But he's been really desperate to be in my room with me. And he's all asleep on the bed over there. He was also probably very interested in being here because it was very cold in the house recently. And my room is very warm because I always have my heater on and stuff, right? So he was like, oh hell yes, I want to be in here. It's nice and cozy, and I get to sleep on the nice comfy bed. And so, yeah. Our heater broke while it had snowed, which was annoying. We actually got it fixed this morning, though. A guy came over and fixed it, so yay, we have heat now. That's cool. But yeah, it does suck that you don't have heat in the middle of a blizzard where it is currently 8 degrees outside. Especially in an area of this country where we're really not equipped to deal with that. The South doesn't know how the heck to handle a snowstorm. We never have. We closed school over like 2 inches of snow. We really don't. We don't know. My car has a sheet of ice covering it right now. We're not taking it anywhere. Should I give her some fluff on her cheeks? A little bit, probably. Maybe just a little, but not super obvious. She's not like a really hairy cat. Now, I hope that Twitch doesn't like freak out over me using Undertale Yellow music. Cause I don't think it will. I hope it won't. It shouldn't. It will only be on YouTube that I need to dispute it, but it should be dropped because of the agreement, so we should be okay. My one contender is that Twitch doesn't mute the VOD automatically, but it shouldn't. Does it matter if it does? I don't edit these ones, so... If you're drawing over it, it's allowed. I'm drawing over it? I'm drawing over the music? It's under change. This is true. I mean that Twitch would just mute it automatically for detecting the sound. I love when Francis like dips his head in like complete 180 and lies his forehead down on the sheets. It's very cute. He was actually so desperate to be in here earlier that he started trying to dig under my door. But I wasn't letting him go in right away because he had just used the litter box, and I said no, because you're poopy. But he was so desperate that I was like, alright, I picked him up and I held him in the mirror and I was like, how poopy are you? And he wasn't really very poopy at all, so I was like, okay, fine. Because, like, once our propane gets refilled, I'm gonna wash my sheets. I'm just waiting so I don't use too much of the hot water because I'd really rather shower than have my comforter top be clean because I don't sleep on the top of my comforter. It's fine. How full of shit are you, Francis? Hey, Francis, how full of shit are you? He like barely opened an eye to just like kind of glare at me. Dude, I've had my bots muted before. They usually don't mute the entire thing, right? Like, it's only just the part that was copyrighted, right? Because, like, I've had it happen before. Either someone sends me a copyrighted song thinking it's free, fair use, or... yeah, only 3 minutes. Or I actually got muted for singing Silent Night, which is kind of stupid. So don't sing too closely to a copyrighted song, apparently. Just too good. I don't think you were the cause of it, Ninja. It was like pretty early on, Event sent me some kind of speedcore thing that ended up being copyrighted. I didn't get like a strike or anything, but they were like, oh well, the artist allows their music to be used. I was like, yeah, well, Twitch doesn't know that. Yeah, I think generally it's probably wise to not like play trailers for games that are very big because they probably have the license to get songs like that. So I guess they're gonna use those, but I guess we don't, so they don't potentially probably care about people who are watching the Game Awards on stream. It's stupid. I'd honestly prefer people made their own original music. But I guess not everyone wants to. Ninja, I'm worried about that link being a music YouTube link. Because if it's on YouTube Music, it's possibly copyrighted. I'll look at it. It's not loading. Oh. There it goes. Is this your playlist? Wait a minute, is this still accessible? No, wait. I hope those aren't accessible. I thought oh, that's unlisted, okay. It's not like your playlist is horrible. I think your playlist is fine, dude. Where is my normal playlist one? There it is. This one's almost done, so I'll play this. Yeah, turn it the heck down, it's really loud. I never had any interest in Hades. But it seems nice. This is 7 minutes long. You just... Dude, why is it so loud? There. Keeps getting louder progressively. I've just never been into turn-based stuff. Trying to interpret her markings. Guess what's nice about most of these cats, these new cats, they don't have markings. Like, yeah, Monty's got markings. Music Man has markings, but they're not like tabby markings. Tabby markings are a bitch to draw seriously. Roguelike, I see. Oh, what does her tail look like? There's no references on that. Oh no. Does she have one? I can't believe there's no pictures of Luna's tail anywhere. What does her tail look like? I have to go to a frickin' YouTube compilation of this cat. Or to go to her TikTok in the middle of the stream to figure out what her tail looks like. Unless that's it. Oh, that might be it. So I think her tail's just a straight up, like, brown, like the rest of her. Not Boneless Cat's evil twin. She's not evil. Boneless Cat would probably be the evil twin, actually. Boneless Cat's nice twin. Trying to find her Instagram and I can't anymore. Double evil. There she is. Alright, so... Probably leave her for right now, as I want to draw Monty. Mons, I spent 2 days getting to work, don't work. That sucks. Never rely on Bethesda for anything. I suppose that is your lesson. How thick is the line art on you? It's like somewhat. Yeah, song's getting intense, huh? I need to get good at Photoshop before my interview on Friday. However, I have elected to use my usual tools for this stream so that you guys don't have to deal with me figuring out how that works. And I will use them after. A quick question. Do any of you use Photoshop, and does it have a pixel art mode? My friend does, but I don't know. I see. I really wish graphic design positions were not so overly reliant on Adobe products. Comically, Adobe products have honestly given me so much more headache than like literally half the other tools on the market. But if you're not used to Adobe's dogshit products, then you don't get a job. Like, I don't want to use Adobe Premiere Pro, but half the video editing jobs out there are like, yeah, you gotta use it. So it's like, what the fuck? It crashes all the time and just, I've been using DaVinci Resolve. It's so much better. What's weird is that DaVinci says that it's used like by industry professionals, and yet it doesn't show up on job listings. But it's still a really good tool, so I'm not sure I get it. I don't know, maybe people just haven't heard of it. Maybe their marketing sucks. I set it to loop for the sake of not going through the rest of the playlist. Shut up. Why is this one not letting me control the volume? Oh, there it goes. Who keeps sending me like 9-minute songs, dude? I gotta make it more expensive for you to be able to do that. Look at this stray dot up here. We love it. We love to see it. I need to buy the game on stream on Friday. No, that's not pixel art. Shrinking something enough that it becomes pixelated is not pixel art. That's just like JPEG quality images. That's not deep frying either. Deep frying, I think, is when you turn up the contrast and saturation and sharpness up on something so much that it looks like absolute shit. Honestly, like, when you shrink something down that much, it becomes pixelated. I think you more so would just call that, like, artifacting. Don't take my word as law on any of this, but... yeah. Deep fry myself really quick. Maybe. I could. Perhaps. I believe I can apply filters to myself. I don't know if I can actually mess with... Well, I can do that. I can chroma key my green out. Goodbye. I can do this. How's this? We can do the rest of the stream like this? Is this fucking scary? Is this good? Does this make you want to keep watching? I become a monochrome freak. Become a ghost. Now I'm pretty deep fried. If I do this... Oh shit, this is actually kind of cool. Oh shit, this is actually kind of sick though. Look at this. Why do I kind of have this on... Like, I kind of want to have this on like a hotkey or something. This is cool. If I set the smoothness up slightly, then it looks like a little better. I can be like monochrome with it too, but I kind of like the deep blue. So do it like this. Ooh, nice. Nah, I like these settings. So that's magenta. Green does this. Blue does this. My mouth is gone. Custom color. I can select like whatever the heck. That's not as cool. Purple? Nah, that's just... Magenta settings are coolest. Do the rest of the stream like this. How's that? I'll just be here, I'll be the phantom watching over you. Oh, the only part of my mouth you can see are the teeth, like the fangs. You can read the chat through my head. Ain't that special? Watch someone, like, join and then be like, whoa, your avatar's awesome, and then they join the stream and they're like, oh, you got rid of that? It was way cooler than your normal one. I gotta tell you, man, that my vents are just not, like, you can't. There's not enough room in there. They're very small in my house. It doesn't fit. Also, I kind of have to wonder if the girl that moved into my room after I left in college has gotten rid of the covering that I put up there to stop the roaches from coming through. She probably did. I don't like rooming with girls. They don't get me. They think I am strange and unusual, and also, if they'd stop inviting their stupid boyfriends over, then the house would be a lot less noisy. If you sign up to live with someone, don't constantly invite over your boyfriend to sleep over because they didn't sign up to live with them too. It's my rules. It's like, I signed up to live with you. I didn't sign up to live with your boyfriend or any of your other friends who want to sleep over, so tell them to sleep in their own rooms. If it gets to the point where I'm like living on my own and I get a roommate and they start inviting over their boyfriends like my college ones used to, or whatever, and they sleep over all the time, I'm gonna put my foot down, because at that point I'm paying for it. I'm paying for that, and I'm saying nope, you're leaving. Song's over. They didn't sleep in my room, but they slept like adjacent to my room, and I could hear him snore through the wall. So it was annoying. That was the most annoying part. It was like I could hear him snoring through the wall, and also I could hear him like blabbering on in the living room, and it was just like noise, and it was like, shut up, dude. Did you guys know that there is a fan game? I believe Undertale Purple is a fan game and has a demo out. Don't know how far it is along because all I saw was a thumbnail and I didn't bother clicking on it. However, it does exist, so that's cool to see. But like, do you think there's gonna be fan games eventually of all the Souls? And then, like, what else do other people do? They don't have anything to do. There's no more Souls left. You need to make a new one. We make Undertale Monster, where you play as a monster. I don't know. Well, they've got 6 colors. They've got blue, orange, cyan, I believe, yellow, which is done, purple, okay, blue, cyan, orange, yellow, purple, pink? What are the colors of the rainbow? Green. There's a green one, isn't there? Though I do have to wonder how people are able to, like, twist definitions of the soul properties to fit the different routes. I'm not sure how I would be able to twist things like integrity into meaning, like, how does that work in a genocide definition or whatever. Yeah, I guess pink would be too similar to red. Honestly, I would have no idea what to do for an Undertale fan game. I'd personally be terrified of not writing it well enough and people getting upset. Because it's so technical. I don't know, it's so finicky. It's so particular. Also, you do have to wonder how the heck a genocide route would even work for souls like Purple, who literally had a notebook as a weapon. What is he doing with it? Is he slapping people with it? Just like give them a really hard whack on the head with a notebook and they're dead. Like, are monsters that fragile? Some I feel like no, they're not, but I don't know. Maybe they are, maybe they're like glass. Paper cuts are a bitch. But can you kill someone using one? I don't know about that. Oh, it deleted my freaking reference pictures for the colors for this guy. Gotta go grab him again. This is a very crusty picture of Montgomery Gator. What's the Tem Shops thing? Off topic, but I hope Sebastian Wolf gets fired as soon as his contract ends. That man doesn't deserve Undertale. The guy who runs the company that has the rights to the Undertale soundtrack, that he went on like a witch hunt against Undertale Yellow for like releasing their songs on streaming services. Where Toby was like, alright, Undertale Yellow didn't technically ask me for permission to do that. However, going on a witch hunt against a fan developer on social media is fucking stupid. Don't do that. And then donated money in their name to a charity. Yeah, he's a dick. He's a money-hungry dick, is what he is. Yeah. The fact that Sebastian didn't even bother to do it and Toby did it for him. And in his profile on Twitter literally says music rights expert. Like, yeah, no. Literally no one's taking your word on anything. Yes, precisely. Making a bet against some fans. Like, haha, I'm a big man, you're right, you're wrong, and I'm right. I know Toby Fox, which makes your opinion invalid. Hate people who think they're all that. Don't let that happen to me, guys. I heard that one of the leaks from Nintendo, like, recently, or not recently, but like one of the mega leaks from back, was actually by some dude whose uncle or dad actually did work at Nintendo, which is really funny. It's like, his dad really did work for Nintendo, he wasn't lying! The mythical dad who works for Nintendo. He does exist. Like, rip anyone whose actual dad works at Nintendo because they're never going to be taken seriously. They're gonna be like, yeah, sure, your uncle dad works at Nintendo. You're like, no, really, he does. To be fair, you'd have to have a dad or other relative who was high up at Nintendo or a developer on one of those projects to know anything, because if your dad just works at like the receptionist desk or something, he's not gonna know anything. If he works in the HR firm, he's not gonna know anything. He might know a little bit about like, oh, well, we're hiring to work on this new Mario thing, but he's not gonna know the ins and outs of like what new Mario thing is about or whatever. So I guess you take it with a grain of salt, but you can say your dad works anywhere. My dad works at your mom. And he said that your mom is developing a new revolutionary game project. And it's called Your Little Brother. That's right, your little brother was Mario this whole time. Wait, okay, so I just had a really fucked up idea. So, I don't know if you guys ever read Goosebumps, but there was this one book that I remember reading. Or no, I used to watch JonTron when I was younger, which is probably not what I should have been watching, but anyway, he went over this Goosebumps thing, and I'm not, like, endorsing JonTron at all, I'm just saying, like, I watched this video at one point, I'm gonna talk about it. Is this one Goosebumps episode where there was this boy, I'm trying to remember what it was about, there was a boy who was starting to grow hair in weird spots, and don't come after me, but he was like really scared because he thought it was because of this old lotion he found in the attic or something, and he was freaking out, and their parents were just like, oh, it's just puberty or whatever, and they wouldn't let him like investigate it at all, but turned out in the end that he was actually a dog. He was a dog that they put through some weird experimental thing to turn him into a human to raise him as their own son. So what if instead they did that, but it was like a video game character? Like, they took Mario out of Mario and they made him into a person and he didn't remember anything, and then they like raised him as their son. So then you find out that your brother was Mario the whole time. Well, I think the plot of that was, like, he was gradually turning into a dog because, like, as he got older, it was more difficult for, like, this treatment to keep up with his, like, body changes. So, like, the dog genetics or whatever, just, like, more so taking over him again because it's more difficult for them to override at one point. I don't know. I don't know the exact science behind turning a dog into a boy. I can't turn you into a fox. You'll have to ask whoever turned a dog into a boy for that, and if they could do it in reverse. I'm not sure they can. They might only have human stuff. At the end of it, they brought home a little girl whose name was Jasper, who he very clearly remembered was the name of their cat, so they just went and did it again, but with the cat! Which is so dumb, because, like, she's gonna turn back into a cat eventually. Like, what are you trying to do here? Why not just go and adopt if you want to keep turning your pets into children? Honey, I morphed the kids. Honey, I defurried the kids. The kids were the animals. Yes, the kids were the animal. The kids were the pets they had. This is like if I decided to turn Francis over there into like my little brother, like my human little brother. It would be really weird, but if I did that, that would be the same. The animals were turned into kids. Exactly, yeah. And they didn't remember anything about it. And like how he figures out, you know, he figures out that like this is happening as well because another girl in the same grade as him also was like that and turned back into a dog before he did. And then everyone in the town started acting like she never existed. But there was another dog that had like the same name as her, and then he realized that was her, and then was like, oh my gosh, that's what happened to me! Imagine finding out you were a dog. I'm not sure what I would do if I found out that I was supposed to be like a cat or something. Honestly, to hell with the job searching, I would just be like, alright, fine, I'll be a cat. Like, if I have the option to not have to pay taxes, and not have to get a job, or any of that, and I keep my sentience, like, it's not like he became non-sentient, he still remembered everything, then it's like, what? Fine, I'll be a cat, or a dog, or whatever. I bet I could still use a computer as a cat. I bet I could still figure it out. Only problem is I couldn't stream because I couldn't speak English. Or any language for that matter. I would just be, like, meowing, but... it's worth it. You're human in a dog body, you can't draw, you can't do the things you love. Yeah, but I don't have to pay taxes. You meow on stream anyway. I can speak English, shut up. Like a cat can play a video game. If you have a small enough keyboard, cat can use its paws as like fingers. Have a small enough tablet pen, cat could use pen as intended. Cat could get like a thumb to hold the thing and figure it out. I mean, people without thumbs, I'm sure they figure out how to draw somehow, right? I'm highly offended that you now are acting as if you cannot understand me. This does not make me want to stay human. This would make me just want to become a cat if you're pretending like you can't understand me anyway. Then why not? Why not just reject my humanity? You guys suck. You rejected yours. It's not like I really haven't rejected mine. But we all can't really do it for real. We don't have the technology for that yet. Imagine we could, though. Do you think there'd be discrimination against, like, furries, like real physical furries, in, like, the job market? if someone could legitimately like become a fox person, and so it was like regarded in the same matter as like tattoos, where they don't want to hire you because you're a fox. Might be a weird world to live in. I mean, I guess people technically already discriminate against people like the Tiger Man, but then again, it's not like everybody is, like, able to become a tiger person like that guy. Didn't he die? I think he's dead now. I remember hearing about him. Yeah, people don't really like people going against the norm. Like, not even in the sense of, like, trans people or whatever, but just, like, doing anything different to their bodies is like, oh my gosh, you're so weird. Your hair is a different color than natural. That's so odd, and I can't hire you because you're not professional. It's like, what the heck does my hair color have to do with my being professional? It's stupid. Change scary. I suppose there are also people out there who really don't make us look very good. There are some people whose hair happens to be coincidentally dyed who also happen to be the most obnoxious individuals on planet Earth. But we're not all like that. Look, like, the thing is, if you could become your OC, then technically you could just, like, do whatever. Like, because if your OC has powers, you could just, you know, rob banks because you have the ability to breathe fire. Like, the police are not gonna stop you. You're, like, I would become an OC that has, like, magic powers and the ability to fly, so it's just, like... Or maybe even teleport, like, teleport, rob a bank or whatever. And then you're fine. Because then you don't have to worry about it. But if you just become an OC that has to abide by the societal rules just like everyone else, then, like, what's the point? Well, I'd want to be a robot. You know, my ultimate dream job, should it had ever been possible, would have been to be like... you know what? I would freaking love to be a cast member at Disney, but you can't exactly go to college for that. Because I like to act. I like that kind of thing, but I like to do it in, like, a job scenario. I kind of like to be doing something, like doing tasks and stuff. It's not like acting. I could definitely be an actor, but I feel like I like to more... Like, it's difficult to phrase this without it sounding incredibly creepy, but I like to be like, do it like children's entertainment stuff. Like, being a good influence on kids. Being around, like, children's entertainment and stuff. Because then, like, if a kid runs up to you and they're super happy and they're like, oh my gosh, it's character, and I want to take a picture, oh my gosh, and then you get to make that kid's day because they love this character so much, you get to give them a high five and a hug and take a picture, and it's great. Like, I sometimes get to do that at conventions. Like, when I went as Tails, there were kids wanting pictures with me, and it was really adorable. And I started carrying around little metal rings, like little metal gold rings, to give out to them so that they could get home, quote unquote, because they were like the teleporter rings from the movie. So I had like a bag in my pocket, so I took them out. I remember giving some to these little boys. To work at Disney, I'd probably have to go to Florida. And I couldn't ride the... I wonder if they get discounts. Do you think they get discounts? I want to go to Disney again. Like, capitalistic maneuvers aside, it is fun. More notably, I'd like to go to Universal again. But I really haven't been since I was like 14, so... I'd like to go during one of the holiday seasons, primarily during like Halloween or Christmas or something. Probably super crowded during Christmas, so maybe more so Halloween, just for like the extra decorative stuff. What do you mean I do have a soul? You didn't think so? I wish there was a way to get a job doing that in like VR chat or something. Like, you put on a character avatar and then you just sit there and be a mascot, basically. Like, I know there's technically jobs, quote-unquote, in VR chat, but they don't pay. Like, so it'd be difficult to justify spending my time doing that. I know there's a Kmart I could work at, but I'm not gonna go get a job at a minimum wage job, except I don't work. And I don't get paid to do the minimum wage job. I need to go to the Kmart. For real. I wasn't able to do it while I was in college because my internet wasn't good enough to run the PC version of VRChat, so I could not attend the real Kmart with the employees that they have volunteering there. Because I want to, I think it'd be fun. Speaking of VRChat, though, I thought about applying to their tech support job. Because I am a VRChat creator in very hobbyist standards, but I understand the platform and play it and stuff, so I've got experience. I pulled it up on my tab. I think I'm gonna apply to it later today. I just need to add some more things to my resume because I forgot to add the video editing skills. I do need to show them I was working on a world. I just didn't get very far with it because college happened, but yeah. I mean, I'm sure they'd understand, like, you know, I don't know how to make stuff. I just, you know, it's a hobby thing, so I can't really dedicate to it because VRChat world creation and avatar creation isn't really something often you can do as a job. You could, but it'd be difficult. Okay, it's purple up to the fingers, alright. You know, things that suck about adulting is that you have to stop doing some things that you enjoyed before because they just don't pay, you know? Until you get something that does pay, and then you can start doing them again, but... There's a period where you gotta, like, stop, which sucks. And that's the period I'm in right now. Where I gotta build up my skill set so that people wanna hire me, and unfortunately stuff like VRChat creation isn't really something that software developers are looking for, so... But I continue to stream in this because this is something I do want to do as a standalone thing one day, so I continue to build that up, because if I don't, I can't return to it at any point and hopefully do it standalone. Because I won't have anything built up. Be smart. Yeah, I don't have my own VR chat model. I don't think I want my own VR chat model, to be honest. I prefer doing other characters. The appeal of VR chat to me is being able to be the characters that I like. Like, you know, Tails, Roxanne Wolf, stuff like that. I don't really actually want to be my own avatar in VR chat. But I think eventually I will get my own model just because, like, for the sake of, like, VR streaming, if I do VR chat streaming ever, and I want to, like, collab with other people, then I'll probably, like, get my own model to be told apart, you know? Or, you know, get my own model for the sake of, like, 3D streams, you know? Full body tracking is something that I could do eventually. That I wouldn't, like, mind doing. I've done VR streaming for a bit, though. It is painful. I think I vastly enjoy it less than normal streaming because I'm kind of wandering around in a void with limited access to usual stream things, and it's a little annoying to handle. Yeah, when you're 18, not that much changes, depending. People want to cancel you on Twitter the minute you turn 18. but besides that... You're probably safe, Manjet. I don't think you have people that hate you just yet. Minors will hate you automatically when you turn 18, though. Like, no kidding, they actually, like, legitimately just freaking hate anyone over the minor age gap. It's kind of ridiculous, to be honest. Like, how aggressive some of them on Twitter are. Or just like, if you're an adult, if you're talking to me at all, you're a creep and horrible and I hate you. But maybe those aren't the ones you want as your friends anyway. If you do want any as your friends, I wouldn't recommend specifically looking to be friends with minors, but, like, you know, it's not a crime to be a friend with a child. Like, just be careful, you know? Don't be creepy. They're people just like anyone else. Treat them as such. Because I don't think that treating minors as if they are made of glass and should not be spoken to under any circumstances unless you're wearing a hazmat suit and protective goggles, is really good for anyone. When I was a kid, I hated being babied and looked at as if I was so fragile that everyone had to be careful with me, and that if I did anything impressive, that it was somewhat surprising that I was able to do so. It was annoying. It was just like, can you take me seriously? That's what I wanted. Yeah, it's a complicated subject. Don't be creepy, but don't be babying them. I think there's like a middle ground. If you meet one. One thing I do have an issue with, though. It's on the topic of VR chat again. In a lot of the popular worlds, there are so many kids. Tons of kids. Their parent, like, little kids. Like, there was a 10-year-old that just, you know, walked up to me and was like, I'm 10, and I was like, oh. But, like, their parents will just get them a VR headset and just drop them in. And be like, alright, that's your babysitting. And it's like, oh my gosh, no, hello? That's so damaging. Don't do that. And then people like me in these public worlds are just have to keep up with them. Cause like, they won't leave. They want to be included in everything because they're following you around and shit. So you gotta be nice to them. You should be nice to them. You don't have to be, but you should. But why am I the one who's got to babysit your kid? And why does this kid have a VR headset? Like, you can tell they've got a VR headset because their arms are moving and stuff, but it's like, why did you buy, like, I could understand it if they got in there on a desktop or something because it's a free application, but VR headsets are like $300, so I guess it's just a way for them to get out of their parents' hair. Which is sad. I kind of wish I could talk to their parents and give them a piece of my mind. Like, you neglectful POS. Don't leave your kid in a public lobby full of adults who are very likely going to teach them words they shouldn't know. There was an 8-year-old shouting slurs at me in one lobby. It was like, Jane, who taught you that? Jeez. Like, little kid who literally sounds like a chipmunk from, like, Alvin and the Chipmunks. They're that young. Like, using, like, putting out a slur of speech that sounds worse than a COD lobby at 3 a.m. Like, jeez. And their avatar looks, it's so adorable too. They had literally, like, I'm gonna freaking draw it really quick. They had an avatar that looks like, like, they look like, that's a binary brush. They looked like, they had like a little diaper on. A little cute little, they looked like this. And they were swearing at me. It's like, this little guy is swearing at me. No! What have you done? Edgy Pikmin. I don't think it was a Pikmin, but I think it was one of like the default VR chat avatars that you can pick from. Thankfully, I don't think that one had a VR headset, but they still had I always called an idiot. They still had access to the platform, which was concerning. Oh, and just wait till you get into VR Chat Court. That one sucks. I went there with a friend one time to check it out, and it is just overrun with kids. To a ridiculous degree, it's like, it's absolute, just full of racism. All of it, it's just like horribly, the most racist stuff you can imagine. It's like, wow. I don't know what it is with kids and racism. When I was a kid, I think I was racist too, to be honest. Because I grew up off of like the SpongeBob edited videos. When I was like 10, I was finding those on the internet, and they're it's literally just swearing over SpongeBob's mouth. And it's like, it's slurs too. They were straight up dropping slurs. And I thought it was the funniest shit ever when I was a kid. Now I looked at it like a year ago, again out of curiosity. I was like, what was so funny about this? And I watched it and it's like, literally nothing. It's not funny. But I guess, you know, when you're a kid, like, haha, character swears. Oh my gosh. That's so unlike them. Maybe that's why kids like Friday Night Funkin' like EXE mods so much. Because honestly, I think they're kind of stupid, but... Obviously the Mario's Madness one came out and everyone loved it, so... It's like, I wonder if that's why... That's why kids like, because it's subverting expectations. You would never expect Mario to kill you, but he did. Oh my gosh. Crazy stuff right there. I looked at the mod, it looks cool. Like, it looks high effort, which is nice, and the music is not bad, but I can't take a lot of it seriously because of the subject matter. It's like, seriously, like, spooky Mario? Why Mario? Yeah, I prefer the instrumentals of the music, because a lot of the characters just end up... The problem with really long FNF songs, I think, is that the characters just... eventually, you lose the melody into just boops and bops because the character voices don't actually really work super well with a melody. And it ends up just being noise, just like you said. And it's not good. But, like, you listen to the instrumental, like, there's this one, Unbeatable. The one with the Nintendo, we are Nintendo, not that, I don't understand, the little guy. We are Nintendo, you cannot beat us, that one. And I was looking at that and I was like, that's cool, like, I like this. It's just the fact that the awesome instrumental gets buried under all of this, like, yelling, and it's like, okay. I don't like that as much. Same as, there's another one, I don't know if it's in Mario's Madness or not, I think it might be in a different mod, but there's one called Pasta Night, which is like a joke song where the creepypasta guys are like playing poker or something, and the instrumental's great, but in the actual song with the real vocals, it's terrible. The vocals of the three characters do not even remotely sound good in the context of a song. It's really bad. Especially because Hypno, who's present in it, has the grossest, nastiest sounding vocals that are like so off-key, it's like, why would you even want to put this in the context of a song? As a musician, I cannot comprehend how anyone thinks that that sounds good. But I guess they're fooling themselves because of the bop of the instrumental that is behind it. I guess I can understand, but I've also heard FNF songs that are good with the vocals included. Like, a lot of the Mid-Fight Masses ones are actually decent because they used somewhat instrumental sounding voices for the characters. Or some where they made the little boyfriend guy actually sound somewhat auto-tuned. Those are good. Because they're making an effort to make it sound like it fits with the music. When it's just people talking in rhythm, that's not as good, in my opinion. It hurts to listen to. What's on this layer? Why does this layer exist? Whoa, what is this? Oh, it's his toe. Let me put that on him in a second. But I'm not getting into the FNF fandom. I listen to the music as a hobby at best, because like hell do I want to deal with making a mod for it and then having to deal with like a bunch of screaming children as my fan base. That is not even remotely appealing. I had the misfortune of cosplaying a Sonic EXE character one time, and then having a child impersonate me on Wikipedia of all places, so yeah. We'll not get into that. It's hell out there, boys. I found this shirt yesterday. I wanted to throw it away, but I didn't. Don't cosplay any creepypasta characters, because you will have literal children hitting on you, and it sucks. It's, like, so weird. Yeah, people have literally cancelled or deleted their really well-made FNF mods because the fanbase is so rabid and disruptive that it just makes their life hell after it's released. It's really, it sucks to see. And it's also weird that, like, creators, like, FNF has become such a kid-run property. It's so weird considering the original is really mature. It's a bit odd. I guess because of the modability, there's a lot of kid-friendly stuff on there. Or maybe it was Content Farm's fault. It probably was. I guess also when it comes to that fandom, it'd probably be difficult to find a team for a mod because you just end up with a bunch of kids, and working with kids is complicated because you've just gotta make sure you're doing things properly. It's different than working with adults, but it's more difficult to find adults in that fan base. So if I were to ever make one, which I probably wouldn't, I'd probably have to do it on my own. And that would be a pretty big time sink. Well, I don't think child labor laws apply to fan-made properties. It's all volunteer anyway, so no matter your age, you're not getting paid. I don't know this stuff like the back of my hand or anything. Don't act like I know, because I don't. And I'm all for kids getting experience working on things before they're 18 as well, if they really want to, like, go into that industry when they're older. But yeah, laws do not make things, like, easy. That sounds so bad. Laws are difficult to, like, figure out for that sort of thing. It's like, if I wanna give this kid experience, then I have to, like, you know, sign all these waivers and figure out, like, you know, how do you pay them or whatever. And, like, you know, contracts. You can't have a child sign a contract. Their parent has to do it for them and stuff like that. It's like fanworks are definitely the best bet. Yeah, because I don't think anyone's doing contracts when it comes to that. And this, even if, like, if someone breaks a contract for a fan work, how are you gonna go after them legally for it? Like, I highly doubt that Ninja Muffin guy or anyone on the official FNF team is gonna care. You're gonna be like, whatever, like, I'm not in charge of your mod. And they really shouldn't be. They don't have to be. It's not their business. Same as it's not my business if someone makes Havoc Fox stuff and then does weird frickin' child labor stuff with it. Where they're gonna, or not like the child labor, okay, that's not what I meant. I mean like the, it's not my business if a fan project ends up with like a contract broken or something because somebody like stole assets or whatever. It's like, that's not my problem. I'd only like license out something if I really trusted the person behind it. No, we're not starting! I misspoke, shut up. That's not what I meant at all. It mean that we're starting a company where we only hire kids. No. Oh, that would suck. That would be terrible. That would be the worst ever company. No, that's just Roblox. If there's anyone we should go after for child labor laws, it's Roblox. They're essentially just using kids as their, like, development slaves. By, like, making it so, ooh, you can earn Robux by developing a game, and then people spend money and you can get the Robux from that. Ooh! Same as the fact that, like, I know for a fact that GameFam, the people making, like, Sonic Speed Simulator or whatever, have, like, or had kids on their team. I know their community manager was not 18 until recently, which was always something that kind of concerned me. Especially because she was having to deal with the freaking backlash from people finding out that they barely played their employees, and it was all her problem. It was like, a 17-year-old should not be having to deal with this. Should not be her problem. She should not even... Like, are you paying her? Because if she didn't sign anything, like, is she even getting paid? That was a worrisome moment. I told my dad not to apply for any more Roblox development companies. He did before, because there's some of them on LinkedIn. Would you believe it? There's some of them on LinkedIn. And I guess, like, you know, you can have an actual company that uses Roblox as a platform, but personally, I wouldn't stake my business on another platform and their development rules, because if Roblox decides to do some weird stuff, then your whole company's in danger. Like, I'm gonna stake my company on my own framework, on my own engine, because if ClickTeam goes out of business, my engine download doesn't suddenly stop working. It still exists. Well, I don't blame Dad for applying to those, because, like, it's not like he knows the intricacies of Roblox. It's not his, like, business, really. He doesn't need to know this for his work. It's a game development studio, it's gonna look somewhat legitimate. I wouldn't want to develop anything on Roblox, personally, like, unless it was, like, some small, stupid project that doesn't really make money. Or as, like, a social experiment, I don't frickin' know. Probably I wouldn't want to learn Lua just to do that. If I learned Lua, I'd start applying to mobile application jobs. Yeah, that is a tricky spot. It does help kids learn how to develop. But also, shady people making content farm games, like what I keep seeing, like, Digital Circus Tycoon come up on my page, where it's just like a tycoon game with circus characters slapped all over it that has nothing to do with the actual original property, but it's flooded with kids playing it because, of course, ooh, I see the funny clown girl. It's like, it's not good, because, you know, obviously it's like, oh, you can buy all these things for Robux, you can be Russian Pomni for 150 Robux or whatever. It's like... That is literally something that was there. You could buy the ability to be a blue and red version, and she's already blue and red, but I guess it was like more blue and red version of Pomni. I think copyright law needs a rework rather than a disbanding. I think if it's disbanded, it would cause more problems than it would solve, but copyright law as it is kind of stupid. Owning a character for something for 90 years. 90 years is a long time, yeah. Didn't I hear that Disney was still copyright striking Steamboat Willie despite him being public domain now? I heard something about that. I didn't touch the mouse. I'm not touching the mouse with a 50-foot pole. It's not going in anything that I own because I'm not messing with Disney. I don't care what frickin' enters public domain. They can, depending on how the content is used. Oh. Yeah. I think it depends on what they're putting him in, because it's Steamboat Willie. That's his name. You can't call him Mickey Mouse, because that's not Mickey Mouse. Or, technically. And coloring is also very questionable, because, like, there was a public domain poster that has the official Mickey coloring somewhat. Regardless, I just don't want to mess with a public domain character that was technically owned by such a big name. Where there's, like, legitimate fear that I could get in trouble. I'm not bothering. Unless it was, like, a small fan thing, in which case I don't have any interest in Mickey Mouse anyway, so I wouldn't, probably. Well, technically, if the Five Nights at Treasure Island people wanted to make a game that only had Steamboat Willie in it, then they could technically monetize it now, which would be interesting. They would just have to change the name, because Five Nights is still copyrighted. Technically, you could sell a FNAF fan game if it didn't have any like Freddy similarities in it. I could sell my FNAF fan game if I wanted to, and originally I was going to. However, I've decided not to, because selling it makes it look a little worse. People are not sure if that's like you should be doing that, and I felt like the gameplay was just similar enough to FNAF 2 that I didn't want to risk it. It's not like a direct copy or anything, but I did have some concerns about not being able to do similar things to FNAF at Freddy's because of the whole monetization part, so I've decided. Plus, you know, if you make it paid, then a lot of people can't play it, because a lot of people, you know, kids, not just because kids don't have money, but also because kids don't have a way to pay. Like, when I was a kid, I couldn't play a lot of paid things because I didn't have a way to pay for it. Like, I had money, I had my allowance, but it's physical cash most of the time. So you can't easily, unless you go and ask your parents to buy it for you, can't spend that money. So making the fan game free makes it more accessible as well. Makes more people able to find out about it and play it. Makes more people willing to take a gamble on it because they're not losing anything in the process. If you make it paid, yeah, it's more of a return on your investment, but less people are gonna play it in the end because they may not think it's a worthwhile, like, time sink, worthwhile investment of their money, or may just refund it if they don't think it's good enough. Outcore, yeah, the game where I stream, that it is free and has a $50 DLC that adds an RGB clown nose, and that's it. And honestly, that's, you know, that's what I aspire. I know there are FNAF fan games on Steam. I've seen them. I know there was a really old one called The Dolls. And I know Scott is very lenient with FNAF fan content, which is really nice of him. Cause like he even let Case animatronics stick around. All they had to do was replace their bear animatronic. Which is understandable considering bears are a very, very popular thing within FNAF. It's mostly Freddy, who is a bear, so, you know. I don't think he's probably against bears in general existing as animatronics in someone else's game. They just had to look different. I think there was literally like a golden bear in their game where it's like, okay, no. No. We're not getting away with that. But, like, you know, if you've got, like, a panda bear, I think there's may have been a panda bear, it was just too similar to Golden Freddy. If you got, like, a panda bear, a black bear or something, like, that's okay. Like, if it looks different enough from Freddy, it doesn't have a top hat or anything like that, it's not like he owns bears, as the concept of a bear in general is not his to own. Same with rabbits. Same with rabbit animatronics. You're very much allowed to make a rabbit animatronic, and plenty of people have. Just don't make it look too similar to anything that Scott has made. And in which case, that's even less of a big deal, because I've seen plenty of Bonnie ripoffs and he hasn't done anything about them, but that's probably because the games themselves have been free. I personally don't have a rabbit animatronic. I originally actually wanted to make one, but I didn't include it primarily because I didn't want comparisons to the Aftons or any of the Bonnies. It's difficult to establish a separate story because my fan game has no relation to Freddy's. It may exist in universe, but that's about it. But I didn't want anybody thinking like, oh, Afton was secretly behind it, because like there are some elements of like possession in the story. There's some possessed robots. And like I don't want people to be like, oh, it's Afton doing that, or Afton killed some kid and put him in the robot and that's why it's possessed. Like, no, Afton is not even related to this franchise, quote unquote, the franchise in universe, not like it's actually a franchise. He has nothing to do with this. He has nothing to do with anybody becoming possessed. It's a completely separate incident because we're just canonizing that ghosts are real and can possess things in this universe, and that's really it. We're not going over much else. But yeah, avoiding rabbits just because I didn't want anybody thinking that it was Afton or Vanny or whatever. As much as I love Vanny. I was also... The robot rabbit that I wanted to include was an older character of mine, and I wanted him to be like kind of a overseer type, like kind of a mystical kind of thing, like, you know, entity that's not like super at the forefront of things but is very much clearly influencing things. But that's like literally just Glitch Trap, so I was like, and he's a rabbit, that's like so yeah, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. One of my animatronics is kind of a goat. None of the main ones are, but one of the secret ones is, kind of. It's like a mythical goat. What I really wanted was there to be an octopus robot that, like, extended arms all over the establishment, was really creepy and imposing. And I was gonna do that, because, like, you know, I had a dream about it years back and was like, that'd be freaking cool if there was one. Except I ran into the limitation of this game is 2D art, and, animating that is gonna suck. And then also I ran into the issue of how the heck do I make this fit in with the other animatronics, because it's a huge imposing beast and the rest of them are like really fun, like 80s inspired rockers, and I'm like, I guess you could do like DJ Music Man, but again, like 2D, huge character, annoying to animate, probably not. Then I eventually just settled on a smaller robotic octopus character who is not really an octopus, but is more like a humanized kraken type character. You're hilarious. I thank you for your joke. I'd love to become a FNAF tuber. And I think I am, but you know, I want to get somewhere with it. But you know, it would be a bit before you'd fade into irrelevancy, so I want to do other stuff too, you know. Dusky Faz Dark. Honestly, I leaned into the computer screen to see what I'm doing a little better. Like, I guess FNAF game player and also FNAF reviewer, and thematically, yeah. Like, probably start off primarily with FNAF content and then branch out into more horror-related topics. You've got to start somewhere. You got to start getting people interested somewhere and then continue off in whatever direction you want. Like, some of them, honestly, a lot of them do that. As they start with FNAF and then branch out. And what I hope is that the FNAF fan game would help. You know? It's something I have above others because they've got, you know, not a lot of them are making their own games, so I would think, you know, hey, I made this game, now check out my YouTube content, it's definitely just as good. Ooh. Tax law. I know there was the Dog guy who had his friend Parkser sit there for like 20 minutes and read the California Penal Code to an audience, so you can make content out of anything these days. No, I keep clicking on the wrong thing. I keep clicking on that one little guy. So are the glasses purple or pink on the inside? I think they're pink. Well, not they're pink, but they're like slightly less purple. Oh, hey. Hey, Francis. They want to pet you. Do you like that? He's not looking. Aw, TTS Cat is shy. That seems to be because the app's not open. Why does my computer keep freaking closing it? No, I like this mechanical-y version of the battle theme. That's good. I want this one to be the main battle theme. I want this to be my battle theme. You fight me, this is what it sounds like. There we go. Does he have red anywhere else on him? I don't think so. Yeah, he doesn't. So it's yellow. Okay. Color it darker so I can see it. And it starts off green, so the second segment it's yellow. So, chat, your thoughts on whether or not Monty decommissioned Bonnie? Is he guilty or innocent? TTS cat should be fixed, by the way. I'm unsure. I think that he did. However, I'm not so sure he meant to. My present theory is just that it doesn't make a lot of sense for Monty to have clawed him because... or for Monty to have been able to claw him because of the fact that he didn't get his base claws until he was in the band already. Meaning he couldn't have used them to decommission Bonnie. However, it makes sense that he did, one, in that everyone is trying to say that he did, like Steel Wool themselves are making it pretty implied that he did. But originally, in the books, Monty is considered to be very laid back, he's very personable, he's very chill. And only after Mimic 1 infects him, he becomes a lot more aggressive. I think he may have had a moment where he took that anger out on Bonnie, and I think he regretted it after. Or the virus made it so that he did it, and then he regretted it, but just wasn't sure what to do about it, because, like, evidently he misses shows half the time, according to maintenance logs, which contradicts his supposed wanting to be part of the band and wanting the fame. So I feel like he definitely did it, but he isn't sure how to... maybe doesn't feel like he deserves the spotlight or something. Maybe didn't do it for that, maybe did it out of a moment of blind rage and regretted it later. And now isn't sure what to do with the spotlight he's given. So tends to avoid it instead of confronting it. Or perhaps out of an effort to avoid decommissioning anyone else. It's very possible he didn't get along with Bonnie, and they had an argument that went too far. Anything could have happened, really. Could have been also that Bonnie was better at golfing or something and he didn't like it. I don't know. But it's another possible reason for why Monty keeps destroying his green room. Maybe he doesn't even want it. Maybe it pisses him off to have it because it was likely probably Bonnie's before. Well, actually no. Because Bonnie had a green room hidden behind stuff in the bowling alley, so it might not have been his originally. But then whose was it? Why wouldn't Bonnie have had a green room on Rockstar Row? That's, I guess, a good question. It could possibly have been that Bonnie's home in... well, Bonnie Bowl was just a home away from home. Or a memorial room put together by the other animatronics. We don't really know for sure. Well, my theory is that Monty didn't quite mean to destroy Bonnie. Halfway did, halfway didn't. And isn't sure what to do about it now. Isn't sure what to do with the spotlight he's been given. Overall, I think it's a tragic character, honestly, and I really wish they would explore him more, because right now he's just kind of made out to be a big brute with no redeeming qualities, and I don't think that's quite fair. I think that Monty deserves better than that, and I think he deserves a bit of an explanation. Like, why? What happened? Thank you, peasant, for returning to serve your ruler. Your service is, as always, appreciated. I'm more impressed about how this soundtrack has managed to last for like 2 hours. And hasn't run out yet. I'll probably stop after I finish this cat, because my voice is starting to get a little sore, so I'll probably, like, for the effort of trying to save my vocal cords, I will stop after this. It's a good 2 hours of talking is probably not great for them. After not having done it for a while anyway. But I honestly got really demotivated for streaming after I did the VR stuff. I think because I just really didn't like it, so no more of that. I'm really hoping when I get a job it doesn't interfere too much with streaming. I mean, even if I have to switch to the weekends, I still want to be able to stream, because if I don't, then I can't build it up, you know, so... Definitely hoping it's not impossible to continue. Thank you! I appreciate it. My art is extremely cute. You've never seen any cuter art in your life. Behold, perfection! Haha. Nah. I'm kidding. He's got a pink tongue, okay. You never know, sometimes they, oops, don't have normal colored tongues. I have to wonder if it's difficult for composers to, like, make songs in more limited sound fonts compared to what they're used to, like, for the Undertale Yellow sound font. I have to wonder if it's difficult to hold yourself back, you know? I find it sometimes, for me, it is difficult to hold myself from using, like, complicated instruments and stuff. It's like, hold on, now. We're making a simple song. It shouldn't be too complicated. It is not for a complicated thing. What was my first ever game? Do you mean like that I made or that I played? Yes, YouTube, I'm still watching. Gosh, I'm not allowed to tab out. Oh, the first game I ever made is still Havoc Fox. It's the first one I ever started. Just that it hasn't been finished yet because, you know, expectations of my past self and stuff. It will be finished. Well, that was the first, like, serious game project that counts, anyway, that counts. The first one I made. I had some others, they didn't go anywhere. They were from friends that I started working on with them, and then they didn't end up seeing the light of day because no one knew how to develop a game, so... But I mean, technically, Havoc Fox back then wasn't the same game. I'd count modern Havoc Fox as a different game entirely from that, because the old one did end up just getting canned entirely, and the new one's like way different and better and stuff, so... One day I hope to earn the title of pro. Itching ears, oh my gosh. You know, it was also the game that taught me pixel art, too. Because I didn't know it beforehand, I just kind of winged it. Learned as I went. Hilla shaded the hell out of everything. Classic. I think Venice becoming popular is like a total accident. Like, she was a totally random creation. I think I just doodled her while I was at a friend's house. I don't think she was even supposed to be a major character, like, for a while. I don't even really remember how I decided to make her one. I guess I just kind of decided, like, oh, I like this character, I'm gonna make it, have a bigger point in the story. I think the original sketch for her is probably bouncing around in my closet somewhere. God, I keep tapping into that. I think this could be its theme song, though. This is the theme song of this. This character, my new most popular character yet. This guy. It looks like a piece of rice wearing a diaper. Astute observation. Like, trying to think about what I want to play next week leads me to wonder... I wonder if I should go find fan games again. Like FNAF fan games. Well, I've been meaning to, but now I need something to post on YouTube because I'm kinda out of FNAF content. Since I haven't played games for a bit. All out of FNAF. I do not know what the most recent popular FNAF game is to ride off of, so I'll have to find something. I want to find something obscure and make a freaking video on. Oh, isn't it Shipwrecked? I forgot. Shipwrecked 64. That one. I haven't played that. Not sure if the train for that one's still going, though. Maybe. And there's a new update for Playtime with Percy coming out sometime, or maybe it's already out, I don't know. But I don't know if I'd make that into a video. I don't think it'd be long enough because I think all it adds is a different character into the custom night. To replace the pink rabbit one. Because apparently the creator did something bad, I don't know. It's a shame because I liked the pink rabbit. I did actually show her in my stream. But everything cannot be perfect. Also, Ari Oblitas Casa, I should, shouldn't I? I mean, that'd be somewhat relevant now, especially considering Steamboat Willie is public domain, as mentioned before, so it'd be kind of funny to then play the mouse horror game. To be perfectly honest with you, I would not mind working with Radiance on something, but I'm not sure they need my skills. I think they want more 3D people. I don't think they're interested in doing, like, 2D remakes of anything. Yeah, we said the same thing. Thinking about the public domain stuff. It's kind of funny. My Forgori has little purple claws. I feel bad for Monty. I keep when I'm drawing him, I'm thinking I'm feeling bad for him. Well, Playtime with Percy's 2D as well. I guess, like, you know, Five Nights at Sonic's is, but... I think there's more than just that one. It's just, I don't think a lot of them get finished and end up being good. Stemboat Willie. I've not played Yellow. tool to read the text boxes with TTS. Why? For like disability or just kind of convenience so you don't have to read them all off? I feel like if I played yellow, I'd feel obligated to read all of the text boxes off in a stupid voice. And then it would make the playthrough take 10 years. I felt like maybe streaming the version of it. Whoa, hey now, why are we being threatened? Why am I being threatened? I'm being threatened. Oh, it's this segment of the soundtrack. Ooh, I don't know if I want to listen to this one. The, very scary part. Actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and skip those to the good one. We're gonna skip to the good ones. I'm not gonna skip. We're gonna skip past the creepy ambiance ones that are not perhaps good for streaming too, and then to switch to the creepy fight one. Which I really like, by the way. Bass. Indeed. Should I give him... Oh, I should probably give him, like, spots on his legs, because he's got pants. So, technically, he would have little markings, wouldn't he? You know we had to include Monty because of the whole Giga Monty thing, like, where half my chat didn't actually know what that was, apparently. But, it's a glitch that Spiff discovered, or at least I think he discovered, or at least made popular, in which you have the ability to clone Montgomery Gator like 15 million times. As many times as you want, and then get hunted down by the angry horde whenever you are alerted as a step butt. So of course he had to include Monty, although he's not multiplied here, but his special attack actually has him make clones of himself. So that's my excuse for not having like a billion of them on screen by default. Oh gosh, streaming's not for everyone, that's for sure. Oh, we're into the creepy ones again. Oh, there's like 4 of them too, so I'm gonna skip past those. Yeah, I think that's good. Any details I missed? I don't think so. Besides the, spikes on his bracelets. Like, sometimes I don't even like streaming that much, but the thing is, I always kind of wanted to be some kind of performer. This is the closest I think I can get to that. Because acting's not exactly easy to get into. And I thought I tried to become a voice actor, but it's so difficult to get a role. And you've got to wait so long to even get, like, somewhere with it. Oh, it's not really for me either. I still voice act, but I voice act in my own stuff, so I know I have a role. Do you like circus music? It's funny. It's like somebody's throwing up. Very nice. Valid, Anne. Have a good lie down. I don't remember off the top of my head all the phases that are associated with these themes. I know the last one was like a pulsating heart thing, but I don't remember what this one is. They don't really last long enough in game for you to, like, remember them super well. It's a bit sad, but I get it. Is this the one that was the, polygonal one? Oh, it says it in the freaking playlist. I could look. Nope, I was wrong. It's paper. It's paper. SMH. This is polygonal. So the first one was actually patchworked. I thought it was mechanical. I was totally wrong. Honestly, this one would probably be the reason I didn't play the neutral route, because this phase actually freaks me out. Wouldn't enjoy it. But hey, that's probably what they were going for. However, I will not be saying exactly what it is. In the case of anyone not having played it yet, I won't be saying what exactly these refer to. Just let you figure it out if you care to. Well, this is kind of cool, actually. Now this one's definitely a hidden gem, because like you don't hear this for very long at all, considering this phase is super freaking easy. It's a bit of a crime. This one's probably my least favorite. Pretty boring. Never enjoyed marching themed music. Maybe that's what years in marching band will do to you. Actually, is this even part of the fight? Oh, it's not. Right, never mind. Never mind what I said. Thought this was a phase of the fight. Shows how much I know. It works for whatever it's for. It's called, the Trek. And I would imagine that it fits for that. I don't know what happens in this, but I assume it's cool. good at scaring people with farts, aren't they? They're good at that. They really got it all figured out. I need to make it so that you guys can redeem a laugh track. I've been meaning to. I feel like we're getting into, like, endgame territory. And I don't recognize any of these because I haven't actually watched the cutscenes leading up to, like, endgame fights. Whoops. Mother dies. How about a cheaper, smaller fart? Maybe. The fartocracy comes to my streams now. There's no escaping it, honestly. You're doomed forever to have fart presence among us. I need to figure out how to get it to play them for me again, because I can't hear them anymore, and I haven't been able to figure out why. Just one day they stopped. One day my access to farts was removed. Ever since that, I've not been privy to any flatulence. You can't make me. Get away from me. You and your hashtags. Don't touch me. How dare you? I found a cookie on my desk. Cookie. That's all I need. One cookie. That's some good shit right there. You know, I wonder how it feels with a game close to completion. A big game like that. Does it feel like surreal? Probably. Probably it does. And then you're not sure what to do with yourself then, after it's out. I wouldn't. No matter the critical reception, I'd be super unclear on what to do with myself after. I'd be like, this has been like my whole life. What do I do now? It's probably a sense of freedom, but also a sense of nervousness heading up to the finish line. Like before, because you just like, wow, people will see it now. People will know. People will finally know it. I won't have to keep it a secret anymore. What the hell? You know, honestly, it made me think. I thought about if I would make any other FNAF-related projects after the one that I started. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. I think I'd like to, but I wouldn't be sure what else to do afterwards. Wouldn't be sure if I would have any story left to tie up, or just make a new story. Who knows? Make a property. Yes, YouTube, I'm still watching! Really? Right in the middle of that? Jeez. Impatient fucking app. Well, I guess it's not really something I need to worry about until things are said and done. Things are out there in the world. I've hopefully gotten to be at a more stable point in my life. I can decide what the hell I want to do at that point. Who knows, maybe at one point I'll never make any other games, and I'll just stream and make YouTube content. I don't know if I'd enjoy myself then, though. I think I'd still like to be making video games. Just not sure what games. But YouTube is deliberately making your PC run like shit while running YouTube, if you have ad blockers on. My PC's been fine so far. Where'd you hear that from? So I've got like Firefox and like uBlock and stuff, and it's been okay. Maybe it's because I have a good PC. How would it even do that? Also, I do have to kind of wonder why they refuse to back down on this policy. It's clearly not getting them anywhere. People are just finding new ways to work around it. They're not getting money. They're not getting much more money because of this. Are they? Trying to get you to subscribe to YouTube Premium, but I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna cave. I'm not gonna cave to your predatory business practices. Thanks for the 9 months, sweet Ryan. Right as we're shit-talking YouTube. Well... it is what it is, I suppose. All we can do is keep pushing back. All we can do is keep fighting it, really. Not caving. Not buying their stupid YouTube subscription. And yes, thank you for the tier 3. That indeed is also very cool. You are the best, wee Ryan. I very much appreciate you. If I were selling you chocolate bars, I would open the door and tell you I loved you before you slammed it in my face. Why am I partly invisible? Cause I accidentally turned an effect on and then thought it was really cool, so I kept it. That's really all. Ah! Thank you for the gifted subs, we run! You're the best! Oh, I'm stretching. It kind of sounded like it was an end to the song. Yeah, like, for years people using ad block on YouTube, so like, why now are they trying to crack down on it after people have had years and years to develop it? Was there a change in management or something? Maybe the new management's pissy about the ad revenue or something. It's still dumb, but I just have to wonder, like, you know, there's a point, like, why? Why now? Am I doing... how many colors am I doing for shading? It seems like 1 or 2? She has 2, okay. Yay, depression! I love depressing music. That's my favorite. So YouTube has stopped growing, so now they need to start getting as much out of their
Popcat
users
goes
as
pop
they
pop pop
can.
pop 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 pop.
Yeah, that might be it. Well, what else they getting? They don't have much else they can do now. They've monetized everything they can, I suppose. I may start dual streaming to YouTube as well as Twitch, if I can figure it out, now that I have a decent computer. But I'm not going to start relying on YouTube for streams. The native stream will be coming from Twitch. Twitch is just so much better. Like, for streaming. They offered a premium light that was just ad removal without music, and then they took it away. Huh. When did that happen? I didn't even know that existed. I really just went on Twitch because it was like, you know, it made the most sense, I guess. Twitch is the streaming platform, you know? It's a little easier to figure out, I guess, in terms of to stream. And besides, like, you know, if you stream on YouTube, it might hurt your algorithm as a growing creator, because it's dividing your algorithm between your streams and your videos. If you're not like a big creator, it's difficult to separate them. Huh, I guess it's the time of the month. It is the 17th. That's right about when they start doing sub renewals and subs expiring and stuff. Ah, your sub ends next week. Well, you'd better renew it, bozo. No, I'm kidding. To quote that one lady that everyone hated for a while, or it's just $5. I'm not being serious though, it's fine. I guess we're in a point where we're in the credits music segment, huh? Yeah, because we're rehashing all the songs from before.
You know, I have to wonder when it comes to rehash credit that do they like make the credits before they make the song, or do they make the song before they make the credits and they time the events to the song? Hey Francis, you wanna leave now? He's getting off the bed. Yeah, I'm gonna go let the cat out. In 1 second. We're gonna skip past the sad music. Just... Nope, that's sadder. There we go. Okay. Be right back.
Buddy. You wanna go?
'Do what you need to do, X. Don't let me stop you from getting a new PC. I'm lucky that mine's relatively new, so it should last for a while. How old is yours, out of curiosity? "2009? Okay, damn, yeah. Probably a little behind, huh? Oh, that sucks. RAM's like the main thing you don't want to break, isn't it? Because like that's the main reason a PC goes quick, is the RAM being good, which if the RAM is bad, it doesn't go quickly. Or, you know, you can fit less on it. This baby can fit so much game. I'm actually not sure this theme is used in game. I have no idea. Might be. I haven't played this route. I haven't played the game. How many times do I need to say that? Whoopsie. Stupid. Actually, let me check. 8 gigabytes is installed. That's not a lot, is it? Actually don't know how much is a lot. Gosh. I'm smart, I'm smart, I'm smart. 10 gigabytes is better than 8, I suppose. I guess that's all I can contribute. I don't remember how much RAM I have. I knew for a little bit. Could check really quick. Specs. I don't know. I forgot where to find it. Been like Task Manager or something, isn't it? Wonder if we will get groceries anytime soon. Now that the roads are slightly getting better. I don't know. I hope we do. I want more ketchup. Oh well, this is creepy. There we go. Give me some music. I don't know if I've listened to this song with these headphones before. It sounds nice. I enjoy. I'm running out of commentary. I'm gonna finish this art before I get off, though. I'm gonna do it. This song can almost act as like a determined anthem for me finishing art before I end. Oh, my back is starting to hurt. That's great. More manifesting into a neck pain than a back pain. I don't know, neither is great. I'm not that old. This shouldn't be happening.
SMH. Like that. A little off the top there. Like so. Ooh, time for a good one. This a good song. You will like this. What else broke on you? Now I am interested. I'm assuming your Switch is probably like a launch version. Yeah. I think I got mine in like 2019 and it's a light, so I think it has a little less strain, although it does make odd noises sometimes, like the fans are very clacky. I don't play it that much, though. I thought about getting a new Switch specifically so that I could stream games from it, because I can't from a Switch Lite, but I decided kinda not to. And just to wait till the new one's out and then get, like, the souped-up version of that instead. Because, like, there's no point in getting a new Switch when the new one's about to come out. And then they're probably gonna start making exclusive games for that, so... Yeah, I don't care for the OLED. I don't need a special super duper Switch. Graphics, I don't care. It's not gonna make Pokemon Violet look any better, so it doesn't matter to me. Yeah, I'm always gonna probably buy the new Pokemon crap they put out. Especially because they're teasing Gen 5. I almost said Gen 6. Like, no. If the Gen 5 stuff they're definitely teasing isn't good, like it comes out and it's bad, I am going to legitimately go into a depressive episode. Yeah, because that was my childhood. Like, I would be so sad if they screwed that up.
I'm a little sad that Scarlet and Violet's kind of over, though. Now that the DLC's all out and stuff, they're probably not going to add any more to it. Because Gen 5 came out right about when I was finally getting my hands on, like, a quote modern day system. I got a DS. And I was like 10, so I was like 10 or 11. I remember being in Target really excited for Black and White 2 to come out. So the first Pokemon games I was actually like in the fandom to witness releasing. The first games I had the opportunity to be excited for. So that was cool. So that's actually the end of the soundtrack here. I don't know what other music to put on. What about the Pokemon? What the hell was it called? Indigo Disc. I forgot the name of the DLC, legitimately, for a second. That was embarrassing. Indigo Disc complete soundtrack. There. That'll work. I'm becoming visible again. I've been released from the ghost zone or whatever, I don't know. They let me out. I served my sentence. Like, no matter how many bugs are in the Pokemon series nowadays, I think honestly whoever's on the music is doing a hell of a good job, and I hope they don't get rid of that guy. Or multiple guys. Or at least they need to get rid of whoever decided to hire Ed Sheeran. And also, it was freaking hilarious to find out that Toby Fox was the one that remixed the, ending Ed Sheeran song, the new version they used for the credits for the DLC. I was like, oh, you had Toby Fox do it, and you didn't have him make an original song, you just had him remix the Ed Sheeran one. That is hilarious. They'd also better have Toby Fox on for the next game, because, hot damn, he made this game great. I peed when I heard this remix. Maybe not literally, but, mentally? I mean, if they're not teasing Gen 5, what the hell are they doing? People are like, this doesn't confirm a Gen 5 remake. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, yes it does. Like, why the hell else would they do all this? Like, they just gave a bunch of world building to Unova. This better not count as the Gen 5 remake. Like, they better not be like, alright, you had some, let's go right to Gen 6. Then I would kill them. Then I would go to Game Freak HQ and I would kill someone. Not for real. I wouldn't, actually. But, you know. Verbally. I do it verbally. In Minecraft.
Though I honestly do worry about the remakes, because like back then we could pretty much guarantee the remakes were going to be good, but now we don't know, because like the Diamond and Pearl ones, I feel so bad for Gen 4 fans. I've never been that big a fan of Gen 4, I thought it was kind of boring, but they got done so dirty with those. I think if they hire Ilka again for the Gen 5 ones, people are gonna riot in the streets. But somehow I feel like they won't, because that game's critical reception was so bad that its lifetime was dismal and no one cared about it like 2 months after it was out. I actually don't even care. Oh, I keep forgetting that game exists. I don't really consider Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl to be mainline Pokemon games. They don't feel like they are. They just feel like fakes. Bad effort imitations. And I am so glad that I will admit to having someone give me a ROM of the game before it came out, so that I could play it and realize this is a pile of shit. And did not buy the real thing. I played, Scarlet and Violet before it came out, too. Through the same guy, but I didn't, I did not play that far because I played it and I was like, this is good, I like it. It runs terrible, but it is fun. I enjoy this format. So then I bought the real game. I didn't want to spoil myself on it too much, so I waited, and I bought the real game, and then I did like it. But, you know, it's like, in that form, it was good to have a warning for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, because it was like, wow, this is terrible. This is bad. This is awful. This is every bad adjective you could think of. I don't want to spend my $60 on this. $60, mind you, for that. Ain't no way. I will admit Scarlet and Violet may not have been worth $60, but hey, at least it's fun, you know? It may have crashed on me before, and it may have slowed down the longer I kept it running, but it was innocent fun. It still is. Though shiny hunting has once again annoyed me, and I've stopped doing it. I had a little stint where I got back into it. And I stopped again. Just don't really have the time to sit down and do it. I get too impatient nowadays. The shinies either come too quick or they just never come at all. It's a weird middle ground nowadays with the really easy shiny odds. Nintendo think they're Apple with it, you'll buy it anyway. It ain't always like that. I'm pretty sure people got refunds for Scarlet and Violet. They still sold the best out of, like, any Pokemon game of recent years, though. Which I'm not sure is entirely undeserved. I just think they really should have had more dev time. 'Cause if those games had more time in the oven to fix all the issues and stuff, they would have been some of the best mainline Pokemon games ever made. The story is phenomenal, the music is phenomenal, the characters are phenomenal. I do wonder why this music sounds like it's playing out of a phone speaker.
but whatever. You don't like the phone, or you don't like the music? Or you don't like the game? You don't like iPhones. Okay, yeah, fair. I don't like iPhones either. I had an iPod Touch for a while, like a 4th gen one, because the more modern day iPod Touches, they could do a lot of the things that phones could, except they couldn't use data. They were like nerfed phones. It was a good way to convince my parents to let me have something that could do similar phone things, but wasn't something I could call people with. When I got a phone, it was a flip phone. The phone, it could Google things if you fought with it for a while. It was a pain in the butt to use it for anything good. So I'm glad I eventually was able to get a decent phone. I don't remember when I got it. It might have been... It was halfway through my college year. Or not college, high school. And I've just been rolling with the same phone for years after that. I've not had a problem, not had to switch. Been an Android Samsung Galaxy S9, and I've never had a problem with it. Besides, okay, now it's starting to freak out a little bit, but most of the time it's fine. I've run into the issue where it randomly powers off despite having full battery. It thinks it doesn't and just dies. Then when I plug it in, it's like, oh, I have 63%. And I'm like, no, the heck you didn't. You just died. It's been getting finicky. I do worry about it a little. Maybe I should get a new phone before I move out. Because Dad knows how to find good refurbished ones for cheap. Maybe I could upgrade the phone, like, move it up a few levels, like an S12 or something. I don't know how many S's they have. We've got the chill ice music. Yeah, I should end stream soon anyway, because my dad just got in the bathtub, and the bathtub is in my bathroom, so he will be able to hear his media through the wall if we keep going. Which might be slightly annoying. The reason the bathtub is in my bathroom is because his bathroom is too small, so he built it in ours. Oh, it went S10, S20, S21. Why did they skip 10 numbers? That is odd. Getting the hell is an A54? Is it an actual type of phone? How many phones do they make nowadays? I feel stupid.
Galaxy A series, of course they have. Of course they do. What's different? What is different about these phones besides, like, improved cameras? I wonder if people our ages back in the good old days could afford houses because they didn't have all this extra stuff they needed. Because, like, face it, you kind of need a phone to make it in today's society. Yeah, I don't want a phone that passes S20 because they, like, removed the, They removed the aux cord thing as well from the new ones, so you have to use, like, an adapter. Because I kept finding it lying around in my car after my sister left for college because she needs it because her new phone doesn't have the ability to plug into an aux slot. You just can't use wired headphones with them anymore. Or at least not the kind that everyone sells. It bothers me because I want to be able to use my phone to play music in my car. That's why it annoys me. Not as much the headphones thing. I have switched primarily to using AirPods. Mostly because I keep breaking my wired headphones. So I have a bunch of pairs that I don't use anymore, and the sound quality's not as good on them. Anyway, like the AirPods, I have to give them that. They have good sound quality. At least the Pro ones do. Those are the ones I have. Oh, I have so much stuff left to shade. And me. Whoa, hello. Oh, it's a fair bit. Honestly, I might call it here. Because I want to eat at 6 p.m. I've been going for almost 4 hours now. There's not too much left to do for him. I just look forward to having 4 more cats to do after this. Oh boy. What else can I do today? Guess just work on those.
Who knows? I'll figure it out. I do have a video to edit. My hand hurts, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. But I'll be back with the more of the same tomorrow, and I'll be working on finishing up some stuff for this. I'll finish up more cats. I'll probably finish up another cat, one that may or may not be simpler than this one. Maybe I'll do the slug. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, here's your wild battle theme. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.